When I was a little girl, I spent a great deal of time at my grandfather's house in the country. My sisters and I would beg him to take us on nature walks in the woods behind his house. He would lead us into the woods, always wearing a cap to protect his fair, freckled skin from the springtime sun. We would pluck newly sprouted wildflowers along the way to create a bouquet for my mom. For as long as I can remember, my grandpa maintained a garden with the most delicious vegetables I ever have tasted. He planted everything from cucumbers and corn to peppers and pumpkins. For me, springtime meant weeding, hoeing, and planting the garden. I would follow my sister as she created small holes in the soft soil, plopping seeds into straight lines. In the summer, we would race out to the garden and track the progress of the plants. The cabbage heads would grow wider and the corn would grow higher. If the beanstalks got overly crowded, our backs became sore from bending down and picking them in the scorching heat. After we would check on the vegetables, my grandpa was always up for a game of baseball in the backyard. He created bases out of wood and would let us have more strikes than 3. Fall meant harvest. Everything had to be picked. We would carve jack-o'-lanterns out of the pumpkins from the garden. Every Halloween, we would go trick-or-treating at my grandpa's front door, which we only used for this occasion. This time of year brought cool weather and tender hearts as it marks the anniversary of my grandma's death. She died when I was young, and since then I've always considered my family to be a party of 6. As I got older, I grew accustomed to seeing my grandpa in the bleachers of our basketball, soccer, and softball games. He never missed one. In the winter, the bone-chilling cold halted the garden and kept us indoors. We would play countless games of cards, and I had to cheat and peek at the cards subtly, or so I thought, in order to beat him. Christmas time always brought joy. My favorite memories are being packed into my grandpa's living room, sharing gifts, laughter, and love. Everyone's stomach would be filled over capacity from ham, and we would fight for the last homemade Buckeye. Now, the garden's soil lies dormant. My grandpa can no longer keep up with the garden's demanding labor like he used to, but he still makes me smile under any circumstance like he always has.